Welcome back to another episode of Goonies World. I am Johnny Farrow, also known as Sean, and with me, as always, is Meanie, also known as Ryan.
Hello.
And of course, we have Goonie, also known as Colin.
Hello.
And we have Lunicorn, also known as Lynn.
Hello.
And Ryan has been GMing us through a game of MÖRK, BORG. And we are in the Accursed Den looking for Alden, the son of the Shadow King. And we just saw a giant spider, though, at the end of a hallway.
Apparently I'm becoming your character now and coughing. But yeah, you did indeed. A giant hound-sized spider descended from the ceiling, and you will very shortly have to roll initiative. But before I have you do that, let me kind of describe this room to you. There are 3 lit oil lanterns hanging from the ceiling, and that's obviously the source of the light that you saw from the corridor. And there is a kind of a large rusty pump, with a, almost like a well pump, kind of in the middle of the room. And in front of the pump, there is what appears to be a trap door in the floor, not hidden, or anything, just a hatch kind of there next to the pump itself. And to your right, which would be the east, there is a massive hole in the wall, out of which you can see all the way kind of down to this giant pool of blackness. And the smell of sulfur, I should point out, has only gotten stronger the further and further you've gotten into this dungeon, I guess. But in this room, it is a little bit stronger than it was before, and it definitely seems to be coming from this large black expanse down below you to your right or to the east. And in the middle of this black expanse, there is a pillar rising up, and you can clearly see perched atop this tall pillar are 2 skeletons playing violins.
That's where the sound of the violins comes from.
Oh,
And then, of course-
Scully, I bet you could play just like them if you just had your hands and stuff. You would be such a beautiful musician. I love you so much.
No time for talking to your ex-skull. Look at this bleeding spider.
Yeah, speaking of spiders now, I think it should be time to roll initiative, and I should point out that this spider wins initiative on 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Oh, my. Okay.
And then we roll what for a D6?
A D6. And
Correct.
If it's 5 or 6, we'll go first.
Okay.
1 through 4, he'll go first.
Well, I've got a D6 here. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, so this large hound-sized spider is going to attack you guys. And if I'm understanding combat correctly, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I read the rules like 2 weeks ago, but I think you all just have to make defense rolls.
Yeah, I read them like 2 minutes ago. And, well, I'm joking, but yeah, we roll not to get hit. The Game Master doesn't roll anything, which
Right.
I like when I'm running games. I don't know about you. I'm going to roll not to get hit by the spider. I make an agility roll, and we need a 12.
Okay.
And I am hit because I rolled an 8.
And if you are hit, you take D4.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to roll a D4. Oh, my God. I take... I take 4 damage. I only had 6 hit points. Now I've got 2. Okay. Oh, spider!
Oh, God.
I better whip out my sword.
Yeah, I took 4 damage, and I only had 5. So, wow.
Oh,
We
good
need
God.
to roll what again?
Need to make an agility roll and get a 12 or better.
I got exactly a 12, but I don't get. Okay, that excludes defense.
Yes.
On my.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, fortunately that does. So fortunately, you will be the only person who does not get hit, which is very unfortunate, because if you did get hit, you must make a DR12 toughness test now.
Oh, no. Hey, I got a natural 20 on that. Wait, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good, right? Yeah.
That is good.
Okay.
Nat 20. Woo.
But now, what do we... what's the DR that we still...
Yeah, DR12
12?
toughness test.
Yeah, it's kind of like 12 for everything in combat, it looks like.
Wait. Well, no, did not. 12 is hard to get, so no.
Yeah. That's because it's grim.
Well, unfortunately, for having failed, you become frozen. I mean, not literally frozen, like you can't move,
Petrified.
but you become, you gain, I guess, what you would consider a condition called freezing, which for the next hour, all of your tests will have a DR of +2.
Meaning 2 harder than they would normally be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of a 12, you need a 14 now because you're freezing.
Precisely,
Like
but now
real life here now. It's game imitating life.
now it is you guys get to attack this thing. I will point out that whatever your DR is supposed to be for whatever you were going to use, it is 2 higher because he has a thick carapace.
Yeah, okay. And is that even worse for Goni? Is that cumulative? So is it like, seen as 16
Yes.
now? Oh, boy. Oh, my. Just had to point that out, Goni. Thank you. Well, I know that if we want to roll initiative amongst ourselves, we can roll a d6 and add it to agility, but we probably are comfortable with just saving time and taking turns at going, right? Because I would love to just go. But
Just go.
I'm not going to use my sword, though, and who's probably mocking me. I already drew him. I'm going to drink my life elixir. 1 dose, since I only have 2 HP left. And this is the only one I have, but it'll heal me of D6, and I rolled a 5, so what's that get me back to? That gets me back up to 6 hit points at least. I'm going to assume that that's my turn. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Now, okay, so it's we can just go whenever.
Yeah,
What do
yeah,
we
it's
want?
your side's turn, so
Yeah.
kind of whatever order you want to go in.
Now I have this red poison. Is this something I can like just splash at the spider, or do I need to put it on my weapon?
It does not specify. I would say you can just throw it like a grenade.
Yeah, I think that's. I rolled. I just have 1 dose of that, but so either way it would be consumed. So I'm just going to throw it at the arachnid.
You need a 16, though.
Yeah,
That's all right, you're bold.
and it's
One thing I hate in games is when players don't do something because they know they don't have a good chance of it, even when the logic dictates that they would. So I'm proud of you for throwing it.
Yeah, I mean, I would do
go-
that. I think my character would probably just like, there's no point.
And you could get a natural 20 and get an immediate free additional attack.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. Well, here goes nothing. And I roll the 3.
Wow.
Well, unfortunately, your vial breaks upon the ground, missing the arachnid.
As I thought it would.
And what about Belum?
Bite him, Belum.
So you said the difficulty rating was 15? 14.
Yeah.
It should be
And
14.
do I add my... Did you say 15?
14.
It should be normally 12, so it should be 14 to higher.
Okay. And then do I include my strength bonus since I will be attacking melee with my hand axe?
I believe that is correct. But
Yeah, melee is strength and ranged is presence.
Oh, she said hand axe. I was thinking she was going to bite it. Jesus.
No, I thought about it, but I
hoping
thought
she'd
I'd have
bite
a
it.
better chance. Yeah, I think I'll have a better chance with my hand axe.
She's mentally adding.
14.
14. Hey, 14. That's what you need.
That is indeed
what
what
I
you
need.
need.
Sweet.
Roll damage.
And that does not get strength bonus, though, right?
I don't think so, no.
No.
Okay. 3.
All right. 3. All right. Very good. I also cannot remember if you roll initiative every round, but I assume you do not. So
It doesn't say so. I got that page open right now. It doesn't say to roll every round.
I should really read the rules before we play, instead of doing it like 3 weeks ago. Anyway, all right. So hopefully you don't get hit again, because this thing does kind of a lot of damage.
Yeah, here we go. Let's make our rolls. I'll fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Oh, shit. I get hit for D4.
Yeah, I was waiting. I kept waiting for him to roll, but we don't do that. So.
I know, me too.
And since I got hit, I have to make the toughness roll now. I need a 14, but I got a 16. Thank God. Or thank the great horned basilisks or whatever.
The basilisks, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 17.
Now, do I still have to get... I have 2 harder than...
Correct.
So I need a 14?
You need a 16.
Correct.
It was already 2 harder at 14 just because the spider's badass.
Well, no. Well, he's defending, not attacking.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, just for defending, I guess 14. It's still going to be hard to get that. Let's see. Well, 18.
Nice.
Very good. So
lucky.
no damage and no further DR penalty. But I know, or at least I think I remember that Keftar got hit. How much damage did Keftar take that time?
I took 2. I'm down to 4 now.
Okay.
And I have 4 HP, and I luckily did not get frozen though.
Excellent. All right. Well, you may now attack.
You guys want to go backwards this time? Have Lynn go first, and I'll go last.
Sure.
And if we wanted to, like I say in the rules, you could roll a d6 and add it to the agility and figure out who goes first.
Oh,
That
and
seems to be optional.
we have. Are we using the omens?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we already asked him about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about the omen.
I
Forget
forgot
your
what
omens.
they were all about.
Well, I've got that handy as well. But if you use the omen, then I tell
You
yeah, go ahead.
may spend an omen to deal maximum damage with an attack, to re-roll a dice roll, yours or anyone else's, to lower damage to you by d6, to neutralize a crit or a fumble. So if you get a crit attack against you, you can neutralize it, so it won't be double damage. Or you can lower one test's DR by -4. So there are a lot of different stuff there you can do.
Yeah. Save our bacon.
Yeah, we might need that. I mean,
Yeah.
this is our first fight. We're not doing so well.
But we each only have 2 omens. At least I only have 2. I think Lynn only has 2. I don't know how many you have.
Yeah, I only have 2.
Yeah, same here.
All right. Well, here we go.
Well, I rolled a... I don't know if I want to spend an omen yet, though. I mean, we're barely into this dungeon. I just barely missed with a 13.
That's rough.
Oh, well. That's rough.
Now you do regain D2 omens on a long rest, but that's kind of like a D&D long rest, right? You gotta like sleep for 6 hours or whatever. Unfortunately, so. All right, so I guess that makes it on Goonie.
Okay. And I will just swing with my warhammer. And I'm gonna just, because I only have 1 hit point and I have to roll a 16, but I'm gonna spend an omen to lower the difficulty rating.
Yep, to what, 12, I guess?
12. Yeah. Okay. I can get 12. Now, damn it, I'm going to spend... Because I rolled a 1, which is the worst thing you can roll. So, I'm going to spend a... Can't you... Wasn't there one, like an option you can neutralize a fumble or something?
Yes. But I think that... Does that wipe you out of omens?
Yeah. But,
ouch.
You guys can spend your omens on me.
I would if you weren't a nihilist.
That's true.
I'm not going to spend an omen.
Doesn't do any good anyway.
Someone who believes in nothing.
Don't waste them on me. I was meant to die.
Okay. Well, I'm going to draw my obnoxious talking sword. I think I already did draw.
Oh, now you would like to use me.
Yes, now shut up and fight. And I'm going to attack him. And, no, if he did not have that troublesome chitinous armor, I would have hit him because I rolled a 12. But his troublesome chitinous armor, I need a 14, therefore I miss. It's your fault, I say to the sword.
That was a terrible swing. And I assume you were not then spending an omen.
No, I'm going to save my omens.
Okay, back to defense. I love not having to do anything here. This is great.
Yeah, I know. It's great. I've run 1 or 2 player-facing games, and I like it because you can concentrate more on description and everything else. Not have to, -2 points to the skeleton in the corner on your notes, and all that stuff. Okay. I wish I could say I got another natural 20
on defense.
Yeah.
Well, then you get to immediately attack.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay. I wish we were playing in person. All right. So you could see my... And then, that's kind of docked. I'd love to take that. I rolled a 19, but it was kind of docked, if I'm honest. So on my follow-up attack, I take it, but I miss. Another...
What happens if you roll a 1 on defense?
Double damage.
Spend that omen.
Sounds like it's time for an omen expenditure.
For just regular damage.
Yep.
The Omen Part 3. Here we go.
Okay. And then a D4 for what was it?
Yep, D4 yep.
For damage. Okay. And then let's all not forget we're wearing armor. I think most of us
Oh, that's
are,
right. Yeah, I'm wearing fur armor. Thanks for that reminder. I could have been taking off minus D2 damage. That's on me. I'll remember it.
Yeah.
And I just took D2.
I completely forgot.
Oh. Stop forgetting.
Well, anyway, I was hit again. So, I think likely my character is going to die. Because I only had 1 hit point.
Oh, my. Well, if you roll low, are you wearing any armor at all?
Yeah, I'm wearing leather armor. It says negative D2 damage.
Yeah, that means go ahead and roll. You could. It means he rolls a D4 for damage, but then you roll a D2 to soak it, basically.
So you should basically have lost, like, way less damage than...
Well, it doesn't matter now. I don't think we should
way less.
retro.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had remembered, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember either, but... So, you roll the damage, remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what is the...
D4.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Now, let's see if I can roll 2.
Okay, hey, now roll a d2. If you roll a d2 and you roll a 2.
Yeah, so I will just have to roll d4 and then...
Yeah, 1 and 2 is 1, 3 and 4 is 2. Come on, 3 or 4, so you can soak it all.
4.
Nice. So that's 2, so you take away 2 of the damage you just got, so you didn't take any. Your armor saved you.
I felt nothing. That's just like I always feel. Nothing.
Yeah, don't forget that armor. That'll save you. That's for sure. So is that everybody taking
I think we've all
defending?
defended.
I should say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then it is time to once again to attack.
Let's let Goonie go first this time.
Okay. Yeah, I would use this snuff of mine, but that, unfortunately, then I would have greater chance of getting hit. It would cause more damage, or I have two attacks per round instead of 1, but yeah, too risky. So I'll just roll normal, and I only no, I got a 13.
Not quite enough. So yeah, Eldar not connecting. Who would like to go next?
Yeah, well, I'll go last this time. Why don't you go ahead and go, Lynn?
Okay.
Belum.
Belum!
And an 18 plus 3.
And how much damage is that?
1.
Well, that's greater than 0 anyway. And finally,
Yes.
Keftar.
And finally, Keftar. All right, try to do your best. So do my ancestors.
I can only do as well as you swing.
Well, I don't swing well. I swing low. I swing low on that one. And did not roll anything close to a 14. And so I miss.
Wow, this is all very unfortunate as this hound-sized spider hisses in your direction and pounces at all of you with its nasty fangs.
All right.
Must defend again.
Must defend.
And I am hit. I got a roll 2 for my defense.
I rolled a natural 20 this time.
Oh, you
Just
immediately
make
get
a
to
free
attack.
Meanwhile, I'm down to 3 HP. I just took 1 point of damage. I got a save for the freezing, and I got a 15. I've been so lucky on the freezing. Okay.
Yeah, I just
And
can't
I
hit
was
shit.
hit also and lost a couple more HP.
Don't forget your armor if you got it.
I did. I did not forget.
Oh shit! I did.
Thank you. I keep rolling 4s. I'm fucking damaged.
I always go 4, 5, or 6 as a 2. I just rolled a 2, so I'm still at 4 HP. Thank you for that reminder. Okay.
All right. Well, this thing is now ready to be attacked. Should you choose to attempt to kill it, it is clearly not backing down.
I will seize the initiative. No more House of Whiffs for you.
Finish
Sword.
it.
There we go. And I missed.
Okay. No omens. Nothing. No. Okay.
Well, no. Again, not this early. Not with 2 of them. I'll save it. I'm going to primarily use my omens defensively, I think.
Well, I hit, but only for 2.
Hey.
But you know what? Fox can attack as well.
I did not think of that, but Fox can also be attacked. Then I assume so.
Yes, unfortunately he can.
We will have to get Fox in on the next round of defense. But
Yep.
if you would like him to go ahead and attack, I think that would be fine as well. Eldar seems to have... Did Eldar connect or no?
Yeah, I did 16.
Oh, nice. For how much?
Well, let me look. I don't think I was not used to succeeding. I have to look. I have D6 and 4 damage.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. And in fact, this hound-sized spider with that incoming blow from Eldar looks like it might be backing off a little bit. Can Fox...
Fox can.
All
Fox
right.
did. 4, 3.
You needed 2. So...
Oh, sweet.
The hound-sized spider collapses on the ground, and when spiders die, their legs they're all like hydraulic, right? So they all the hydraulics all stop working, and they all curl up in on themselves, and it just sits there on the floor, curled up upon itself. Now,
Good boy, Fox. Good boy. He's good boy.
might be an opportune time to take a quick drink, have a short rest, get D4 hit points back, or you don't seem to. Everything seems calm and quiet. You could possibly have. In fact, it was dusk around by the time it was getting to sundown. By the time you got here, you've been exploring here for a while. Maybe you want to have a long rest, get even more HP back, and get you some moment back. So I leave it up to you guys what you want to do, or you can just keep going, but that seems a little risky.
No, we have to be cautious.
I will let
Yeah, I vote for long rest.
you all decide my fate. If you rest, I will rest with you.
We can be lulled to sleep by this beautiful violin music.
Yes. Is this, I'm curious if this violin music is what sort of mood is it? Is it melancholy, or is it
Yes, it is. It's very. I think melancholy is probably about the right word. It's
Metal.
very minor and sad, and not as notey as you would expect from a super metal or like a thrash solo or something. But it's definitely more gloomy and somber and sort of plodding, dirge-like even.
It's a dirge tempo.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think we should fall asleep to this moody violin music.
It's dungeon synth violin. There's a lot of similarities between the dungeon synth and the metal world, so it's probably dungeon synth violin. It's a synthesized violin.
Well, with a long rest, of course, you will recover D2 omens and D6 HP.
Okay, let me roll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, back up to my huge 6 HP. Lovely.
Well,
I am also back up to max.
I'm not quite up to max, but I got 4 HP, and my snuff has lost its vitality. But it's a new day. I'm going to roll 2 new deductions.
Oh, and as it is a new day, everybody, and if you have powers, they should be. I can't remember if either of you did that.
Oh yeah, I have this horn. I have this dented old horn I forgot to mention, but I should use that. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that when I use it.
Oh, I have created black poison, which is a toughness DR 14 or D6 HP and blinded for 1 hour.
Damn.
And then I have created the Elixir Vitalis. Heals D6 HP and stops infection. That it can be habit forming.
Ooh, well, that could come in quite handy.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to need
Should
that.
you
In fact,
run into
this is,
some more bad guys?
that's the elixir I took last time. I would like to have that. I need that. I think I needed it until I saw you have it.
Yeah. I think we're all needed. But I'm going to roll how many doses I get. Let's see. 2 for the black poison and 4 for the Elixir Vitalis. So you guys can get 1.
Oh, thank you. Very kind of you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nice. That could come in quite handy. Yeah, so I will remind you, you have just woken up in the pump room. This room here with the light, it's got the 3 oil lamps hanging from the ceiling, still glowing lit. And this sort of large, archaic-looking pump with like the handle on the side, and like a little, almost it looks like a dragon's head, where if you pull this lever down, like whatever it's pumping will come out of this sort of dragon's mouth and into this concrete basin below it, and then adjacent to that or across from that, this hatch in the floor, which is clearly not a secret door or hatch or whatever. It's just or trap door. It's just a hatch in the floor. But that, aside from going back the way you came down that dark corridor, is the only other way out.
Yeah, because
that you can see.
Because that hole in the wall with the pillar with the skeletons playing the violins, we can't walk into there. We just fall right out into the nothing,
You'd fall right into the black sulfurous chasm.
Yeah. Well, I'll go out of curiosity. I'll go pump the handle of the pump once or twice and see what happens.
Well, you pump it, and this viscous, muddy liquid comes out of the dragon's mouth and falls into the basin. It looks kind of like diarrhea.
Well, obviously I'm not pumping that again.
But what does it smell like?
It smells like nothing. The only smell you have is the faint smell of sulfur that has permeated almost this whole building.
All I smell is sulfur now. Let's go through this trap door, But remember, trap doors lead to depths. And the seer told us that in the depths there'll be a vast intestine to watch out for. I didn't like the sound of it, so let's just keep that in our noggins.
Yes, we will remember that.
And just to clarify, no one's trying the slightly viscous muddy liquid that.
Well, I was curious about that.
Drink it.
I will.
Drink it.
I will lick it.
Well, it doesn't taste bad.
Lick it up.
It kind of tastes good, actually. Although just a little lick doesn't seem like it's going to do anything. You might have to take a bit of a gulp.
Well, now that I know that it tastes good, I will consume it.
Heal D4 hit points.
Hell yeah. All right, well, I'm back up to full. Yes, try it, my friends.
I'm not thirsty, but I'll remember where this place is for sure.
Yeah.
Let us all. It's a good thing I'm keeping a map. But now I say down into the trap door with us.
Yes, we shall make our way down.
All right. Well, you open the hatch in the floor next to the concrete basin, which reveals a rather steep stepladder leading straight down.
Well, you believe in nothing, so you go first.
Yes.
But you're so invigorated from your diarrhea water.
Yes, I have an extra pep in my step, and I will use it to go further down.
Well, you begin climbing down the stepladder, and as you do, it gets increasingly warm the further you go down, and the smell of sulfur it gets steadily stronger, and it's very clearly coming from this black pool of which has, as you get down the ladder a bit, you see that there's this haze rising above the pool, and you can hardly really see across it. Of course, you can make out the tower there in the middle with the skeletons on it. But as you get down to towards the ground, you see there are two large hearths lit, and hanging from the ceiling that you have just come down through, there are hooks, large hooks, and you see identifiable human body parts, both adult and children, hanging from these hooks. Sort of big, chunks of long pig, having been apparently slaughtered.
Oh, someone else likes to bite people too.
You'll make me sick.
And as you climb down the ladder and just about get to the floor, you see coming out from behind one of these hearths this 7-foot tall man. He's covered in tattoos, and built like a fucking grizzly bear. He's just massive, but covered in like soot from the hearth that he's been manning here. But underneath that, you can see that he's completely covered in tattoos. And as you just get to the bottom of the ladder, he pops out from behind this hearth and begins walking over to you with a raised eyebrow, and he says, "What the hell are you doing here?"
Oh, hey, hello.
We seek Alden. We bring a message from his father.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. The king's boy.
Yes.
He is to return. He is the heir. Or will be the heir.
Well, I don't think you can have him. He's mine.
Wouldn't it benefit you if he was ruler of the kingdom?
It'd benefit me more if his dad would send somebody to get rid of that bitch in the greenhouse.
Well, what bitch in the greenhouse do you refer to?
Oh, what's her name? Lesdy, something like that. She's a pain in my ass.
Maybe we can strike a deal. For if we take out this bitch, then perhaps then you will relinquish Alden to us.
He would be great benefit to you as ruler if you are his friend.
And if he if he is compelled to follow you, then he will return, will he not? And then we have done what we've contracted to do.
If you love someone, set them free.
Absolutely. Psalm 14:12.
Well, he points his thumb at this door on behind him, which would be in front of you or kind of to the east, which is closed. He says, "Right, well, you go through there, and there's another door. You need this key." And he pulls out this oddly shaped key from a pocket, and he's kind of waving it at you. He says, "This key will get you through there." Yeah.
Tell us about this woman. Will you please tell us more?
Oh, she's horrible. The worst. Lesdy. Yeah.
Is she
Wouldn't happen.
is she worse than a hound-sized spider?
She wouldn't happen to be a vast intestine, would she?
Oh, vast intestine. No, you're probably referring to my gutworm there. Yeah.
Your parasites are not a mark. Because this entire world, everybody probably has freaking all kinds of terrible parasites. So is this green woman? You see a sorceress? Is she a naga or some terrible creature of some sort? Or is she just a woman?
Oh, just a woman. She's just horrible. And I'm too big to get to her. That's the problem.
Oh. I see. She's through that door. I'll grab that oddly shaped key.
And he, as you reach for it, he pulls it back and says, No. I'll give you the key after you've dealt with Lesdy.
I see. All right. I've got you then. All right. Well, I'll draw the blade of my ancestors. Now, are you ready to behave yourself and go to war?
For you, I don't know about that.
You'll go where I swing you. Now shut up, and I'll put him back in his scabbard. My ancestors were assholes, apparently.
Yes.
Well, I don't know how you're going to get to Lesdy. She's across the Rot Black, you see.
Oh. But surely you must know of a way.
Well, I know of one way. It involves using this key. But I ain't giving it to you until you get rid of her.
But how can we get rid of her? We don't have the key. You see, you must help us to help you.
Well, you could swim across the Rot Black. That's one way. But I'd warn you, that's where the gutworm lives.
Yes, this does not seem like a good idea.
The gutworm
I do not like it.
was foreseen by the seer. It is more, we must face it. It is out of our hands, I think.
It's a long swim in armor. We need to fashion a boat or a raft of something. Maybe we could go back to the dining hall and see if we can take a slab of table or something and try to row ourselves across. That's the only idea I've got.
This not bad idea.
I'll just tell you, if you were to attempt to swim, you'll take, which you can do, but you will take D4 damage every round, and it will take D4 rounds or 4 rounds, I should say, to get across.
Yeah, that's
Can't risk it.
not gonna work. But yeah, I did like your table raft idea. I don't know
Yeah,
if
it was a
that.
pretty big ass table. They might have little like side tables, buffet, something, wood of any kind, really. So that's my only idea. I'm trying to think of what else we've seen in here so far. That seems like the only thing that we could build. Or I guess there's, other ways probably, but that's all that occurs to me. What about you guys?
Did we explore everything upstairs? Or
No,
were there
not
doors
necessarily.
from the dining room that we
There was
did
a
not go through?
east door from the dining room we didn't go through.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe we check that out. There could be something useful in there. There could have been a ready-made clue for us. It could have been an inflatable life raft in there, for all we know.
Could be.
But it's not like this is a huge dungeon. We have to crawl back up. We have to climb back up the ladder and go through the spider room, back down the long hall into the dining hall, and then we could go and see if there's anything in that other door.
So
but
is that the plan then, or?
I mean, that's a maybe. I tend to think this keep charging forward, but either way, we got to go back to the dining hall. I mean, so while we're building it, we're trying to build a raft out of a table, we could just look in the east door, you know. So yeah, I would say that's the plan, and I'm going to assume it is because I am ruthless and noble, and you peons cannot understand my genius.
Well, you climb back up the ladder into the pump room and head south into the long, dark corridor, where I will remind you there are several paintings, rather bland landscapes on the wall, and as you walk through the corridor, once again, I don't remember who made the presence roll last time with their +0 presence, but whoever did not make it last time, please make it this time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have a 17. So even with my -2, that's a 15.
As you cross between sort of the threshold between the pump room and this corridor, you see, you can just make out that there are some angular lines visible in the floor.
Wait a moment.
What?
Let us investigate. Get down on the hands and knees, crawl around, poke, press, peer. So we can figure out more.
Yeah, this looks like, unlike the hatch in the pump room, this looks like it probably serves a similar purpose in that it could open to lead to an area below, but it is clearly not intended to be seen. It is more hidden.
Could be a trap maybe we somehow did not trigger.
These perhaps the
Is this in the same area as the paintings?
Yeah.
Yes.
perhaps these paintings reveal a clue. I shall investigate them, and maybe they hide something behind them.
There's a secret within their blandness, perhaps.
Well, I'm just going to look and see if there's, if you can, move, like if there's an actual, something, like a painting you can open, like a door, and there's something behind it. Or, I'll just see what's going on.
So it sounds like you are, at a minimum, touching the paintings.
Yeah.
And at a minimum, sliding them around and looking behind them. Do you remove one from the wall?
If it is removable, yeah.
And it is. And the moment you remove it, the floor opens beneath you.
Uh-huh.
And all of three of you fall.
I found it.
Fall to the ground and take D6 damage
Ouch.
from the
Why
fall.
did I make that presence roll? Okay. Oh, ouch. D6. Here we
Oh.
go. Don't be a 6. Don't be a 6.
I rolled a 1.
God, I rolled a 4.
Me too.
I'm gonna drink the life elixir you gave me. And now I'm gonna try to get D6 of that back. I rolled a 4. Perfect. Okay. This stuff's so good. It's also addictive, you said, right? That's my second one. I need a third one. Tomorrow we make some more of those.
Well, if if the basilisks, if they allow it.
So, let me take a look around us again. Where are we at the bottom of a pit? What's going on today?
Yeah, you're in sort of the bottom of this pit.
Okay.
And, of course, in the ceiling you can see the now open trapdoor that you fell through. There's a very tight passage off to your west. And another opening. It's not even a door. It's just an opening to the east into sort of another room. And, of course, you can still smell the sulfur of the rot black from here.
Well, it's so tempting. There's so many doors. It's either climb out of here or go this way.
Tight passage.
I have this crazy idea. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if we somehow went sort of east and then veered northish, sort of, maybe that might get us around if there's a way around the stuff we don't want to swim through. But I could be completely off my rocker.
Whatever we do, we will fail and be doomed. So
You and your nihilism. Oh. You're not a nihilist, you're a pessimist. That's what you are.
Well,
You
it
can't
sounds
like it. Can't you be an optimistic nihilist?
Goodness. All right. So it sounded like your idea was to go through the opening to the east, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's just my idea. Yeah, I don't want to lead the party, but
Well, it could go east, could go west. That's basically your two choices.
yeah, I think east is better. I mean, so far we've been north, right? We've gone north. We've gone through the long hallway. We've gone into the pump room. We've climbed down from there, and then the what was it called again? The pool.
The rot black.
The rot black was to the east of that room, right? So I'm thinking if we go east, and we're also down on a lower level, right? Now that we've fallen, maybe. Yeah.
yeah, maybe
And I'm keeping
there's
this.
a
I'm
way
keeping this
around.
little sketch map. It's just, but that can confuse and make things worse sometimes when you try to draw a little map, you know. But at least I think east is more consistent with the direction we ultimately want to go.
It is worth investigating for sure.
Yeah.
So you head over to the east and into a room which is illuminated with spectacular colors. The air is still rather stuffy and reeks of sulfur as the what's it called? The room with the hearths in it, smelters. And you see to the north this giant pool of rot black. And it's hazy from the sulfurous haze, but you can just make out, as you look to the north, you can just make out the outlines of the hearths and the sort of, you think you can sort of just see the chunks of human meat hanging on hooks. So you think that due north of here, across the rot black, is where the cannibal, the 7-foot tall cannibal guy lives. And you can very clearly see the pillar in the middle of the rot black with the two skeletons atop it playing violin. This is probably your best view yet of that. And there's, of course, an opening back to where you came from over to the west. And over to the east, there's another opening as well into kind of a darkened looking room that you can't really make out any details from here. But there are fixed into the southernmost wall, there are all these gems, like these beautiful green and pink and purple gems sort of stuck into the wall.
Well, ultimately, I'm going to say let's go to that eastern room where we couldn't really see much, but, you know. I mean, it's just safe to say we're not like necessarily on the other side of it that we were supposed to go to in the first place, right? To cross the water, we still have the problem of crossing the water, or
the rod black.
The rod black. Does that seem like the case?
Well, unless it winds around through the room to the east somehow, or there's something over to the west from where you fell down through the trapdoor. But I will say none of that matters in the immediate future, because as soon as you sort of enter this room and get your bearings, see you can go to the east, you can go back to the west, there's this wall of gems, etc. A giant, unfathomably long worm, as thick as the trunk of an oak tree, leaps out of this black pool of sulfurous sludge to attack you. But I don't think we have time for a combat, so I think I'll just leave that on a little old cliffhanger, just like we did last time.
Yeah. It's the vast intestine!
No.
It is indeed.
All right. Okay, then.
Hey everybody, if you like our podcast, don't forget to leave us a good rating and or review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Spotify, or wherever you're able. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter at Goonies_world, and check out our website at GooniesWorldPodcast.com. Email us at GooniesWorldPodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.